Can the Chicago Bears realistically get back in a trade for Roquan Smith? Let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, guys, hit the big red subscribe button down below. Make sure to follow me on all my social media platforms, guys. As always, hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. All right, people, so let's get into this. So we all know about the Roquan Smith debacle, really, that's going on here with his hold in, right? Not hold out, hold in, because he's technically been with the team, traveling with them even, but obviously he's not playing because he wants to get paid. And so what I want to talk about is, look, all right, we talked about, should we trade him? Should we extend him? What will happen? But let's just kind of explore the question of, okay, let's say we do decide that we don't want to pay Roquan and the Bears management decides they don't want to pay him. What could we get for him? All right. And this really stemmed from when I saw PFF say that the market value for Roquan Smith right now would fetch you right now a 2023 second round pick and a 2024 fifth round pick. All right, let's just stretch out the years. Basically, they're saying a second and a fifth for Roquan. That's pretty pathetic. All right, I'm sorry. Like, I get it. Off the ball linebackers aren't really as valuable in today's NFL as before, but that type of return for a young star that has multiple good prime years left in his career, that's just not enough. So if that is what the quote-unquote offer is on the table from other teams, then I'm sorry, I'm passing. I'm not trading Roquan Smith for that. That's just not enough to move the needle for me. If we're talking about a first-round pick, okay, now we're talking here, right? Remember, I wasn't even happy when the Bears shipped out Khalil Mack and the return they got, and that was for an aging Khalil Mack, right? So we're talking about in his prime, Roquan Smith. Now, you might say, Faiz, teams are not going to be willing to pay Roquan all that money and then give up assets to get him. Okay, that's fine. We don't have to trade him at that point. So that return's just not good enough for me. I'm sorry. Okay. Now, if we are talking about a return that's better than that, right? Maybe not even a first round pick, but 2 seconds, a second and a third, and a player thrown in. Who knows? Maybe something like that. I'm willing to entertain it. I saw another thing where basically we saw there was a Pittsburgh Steelers beat reporter, I believe, that proposed a Chase Claypool and picks for Roquan Smith. And again, looks like a little bit of a pipe dream, if you will. I don't know if the Steelers will trade Chase Claypool, but I'd be up for that, right? Because you're getting a receiver, a young receiver with upside, and you are going to get picks. Now, again, as far as the compensation, we'll talk about that, but that's something I'd be willing to do. Basically, here's where I'm at, okay? If we can get some good players back, specifically receivers or offensive line, and we get those players back, I'm willing to take lesser in picks, if you will. Because to me, I need as much talent around Justin Fields as possible. Otherwise, I'm not trading Roquan. And here's the thing, folks, like, this could get messy. It already has, but at the end of the day, it's a business. And, you don't want a GM that's just going to hand out money. I get it. But it will be resolved one way or the other. So basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is, if the price is right, I'm willing to deal Roquan. Because I saw Colin Cowherd talk about this as well. Paying guys all that money on defense when it's an offensive league, yeah, it's tough. It's tough because all of the money should be devoted to the top 3-4 positions in football. We know that that's quarterback, that's offensive line, that's, even on the defensive end, more so cornerback, safety, if you will. And so does it make sense to do all that and spend all that money on an off-the-ball linebacker? Maybe not. But I do still think defense is very important, even in today's NFL. We know consistently that the Super Bowl winning teams, yes, they have elite quarterbacks, but they also have very good defenses. Look at the Rams last year. You got to have both. So with that being said, I am willing to entertain offers for Roquan Smith. And if the price is right, I'm willing to deal him. And I think the Bears might be as well. Ultimately, let's see what happens here. But I'm getting kind of nervous because the season's about to start. and I just don't want this drama, right? At the end of the day, that's where I'm at, right? I like Roquan getting paid or not. Look, I hope every player gets paid, but at the end of the day, I just don't want the drama because it will be less about the team and more about the player, right? Because all that's going to happen is what's going on with Roquan. When does Roquan come back? Is he going to get paid? Is he going to get extended? Is he going to get traded? Like, I don't want those questions. So I'm just hoping for a resolution from the situation, whether the Bears extend him or they trade him. I just want a resolution. But ultimately, I am more open to a trade now than before just because of the position that we are in. So let me know what you guys think about this. Would you be willing to trade Roquan for a certain price? I would. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks.